Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? I am Dan from Trading with Dan. This is our Bitcoin morning update. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, we shall go straight over to those Bitcoin for our chart. So we are still above our major support level here. Obviously, any day we spend above here is a good day. We do know we are very precariously placed, and obviously we know the wider crypto industry is under a lot of pressure. And there's a lot of negative sentiment out there. So if we can hold here, if we hold this support level, that is clearly a very good thing in context of things. What we have probably got just tipping it in our favor, holding us above here, is the macro markets. The finance 1.0 markets, the regular markets, the TradFi markets, those ones. We have got stocks just sitting around a high. If this starts to pull back, then yes, we'll probably get dragged down in crypto. We'll lose that support level. However, if this is to continue to the upside here, and especially if it's to take out this downward sloping trend line, I think there will be a lot more confidence in markets in general. But yeah, currently sat at resistance. And what else is sat at support? And obviously it has an inverse relationship to stocks, to risk assets. Is the dollar. Dollar looking like it wants to take another major leg down. This is the main target, was 105 for us to come and hit, well, pretty quickly, which is what happened. And obviously below that, I'll say I'd expected a bit more of a bit more of a fight. That's not to say it won't do this, but could we take this out and come down to the next levels that we've got below? The next important level is just under 104. Could we take a dive down to the next level? We could. Or do we get supported here? Do we just wick below? Do we swing fairly below? Are we just testing into the support zone? And then we do have a more substantial bounce. Let's see. But this obviously was a bounce, and it wasn't very substantial. But if that is all the dollar bulls can muster at the moment, then that is probably a good indication. We're below these lows now. We're into the support. Can we make our way down to sub 104? At which point, all I'll say is that Bitcoin will most likely be able to hold this support level. That's what I'll kind of say. We don't really know how far it can push up. We've got major resistance at 18,500 to break back into this zone again. That would be, in my opinion, massively significant if we do break and hold back into our previous range of 18,500 to the downside, and then about 22,000, 21,500 to the upside. If we break back into that zone, that would be pretty significant. And to do that, we've got to get through 18.5, which is quite far away. So even if the dollar does take this leg down, even if stocks do take this next leg up, I think on that initial move, I think 18.5 is the best we can hope for, and then we'll just have to see what happens then. Maybe we just are going to have a range of between 18.5 and 16.5, in much the same way we had this range here, and then we should just count ourselves lucky that it's not a lower range. And that this could possibly have been the low. That is the bullish case. Obviously, the bearish case is we get rejected here, or the dollar bounces where it is, or even a bearish case could be we do basically tag this trend line, and then we do come back down within our quite our large pattern, and then come and try and test the lows of this larger descending wedge, which will be into, well, it would even be lower than this major 32 to 3400 support level. Clearly is on the cards if we don't basically break through and continue to the upside. Oil is also at support. Oil's at support as well. This $85 level. I do think this is potentially a place where it's going to trade roughly in between, below this resistance, above this support. I think there's not too much that oil can do at the moment. The 10-year also, the yield had that little bounce, looking like it wants to try and take out this low here. So lower yields, i.e. higher bond prices. There isn't much in the way of any sort of support until we get significantly lower in the context of the move we've had down so far. Almost basically the same again to take us down to that low. So pretty significant move on the cards potentially there. Gold, resistance again. Another asset resistance. Gold at resistance, trying to break through here. I mean, if it does break through here, we'll be looking particularly good for yeah, just for more upside realistically up into this next level of resistance. I mean, that is it. It's just resistances, supports. That is all it is. It is a game of. Yeah, that is about it though. It is very nice to see this 105 handle. If we can get down to that 103 handle, that would be great. But yeah, but we've clearly had an aggressive move down, and we are clearly in support here. So yeah, Ethereum Satoshi pairing at resistance, still below it. Not looking too bad. Look like it's coiling up for a move somewhere to the up or down. I guess up or down side. I guess we're going to find out with what happens with macro. Ethereum still fully under this resistance. Again, important resistance for Ethereum. If we get it back above here, that would be incredibly bullish, and this should be very strong support at that point, where it can hopefully mean that we don't come and trade this low again, and then yeah, we can kind of trade in this area for a bit. Yeah, stochastics, let's look at stochastics, see what they're looking like. 4 hour pointing up still. 12 hour is looking to turn up from a low level here. So that is not a bad read, assuming it does get going and we do take a leg to the upside. Yeah, similarly with daily, did look to turn up, turning back down, but it shouldn't be too difficult to get this turning back up again. Buy daily is still coming down. 3 days still coming down. 5 day looking to turn over, but hasn't properly done it yet. Weekly has turned over at a relative low level though, and bi-weekly is low and month is low as well. So I mean, we've been saying this for a while. I don't really know where the actual price of the low will be, but it does look like it could be coming in like the next few weeks, month or so. Yeah, I mean, it does look like it could be coming in. These can turn around, and then yeah, we could well either have the start of the new bull run, or we can have a significant rally towards this major resistance area here around 30,000. And then decide, do we then want to come down to take out the lows and test new lows at that point? And you would see that is not, it wouldn't look out of place with this downtrend we've had so far. Clearly it would be taking out a lot of this area price action, so it would look particularly bullish, but that is maybe what needs to happen to accelerate us up towards 30,000 and then put in a high there. And then come down and take out the lows. So yeah, it is all to play for. It's all on the cards. Obviously, if we go up here, take out 30,000, hold above there, then yeah, I mean, could look good. Just basically more price action within this range before, well, hopefully breaking out the top end at some point. But I'm guessing that would take a while. But yeah, we will have to see. Again, there's a lot of negativity in the space. We're all looking a bit like a bunch of clowns to like. The average person out there. The average person out there doesn't realise though that all these central entities and people are not actual crypto. They're not DeFi. They are just people here just taking advantage of people in this market and basically just stealing their money. So yeah, it's not a good look. But the people that understand what's going on, it's not the worst thing to basically massively decrease trust in these centralized entities, and then ultimately try and phase them out as much as we can, or at least limit their power with people taking more careful looking after their crypto more carefully, basically. So there we go, guys. Remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I shall speak to you guys soon.